Hey guys, this is TechWiz, and today I'm showing you something that I never thought even existed. Now, quite a while back, I did a video of this watch right here, this smartwatch. This is a $19 smartwatch. It's called the U8 smartwatch. And, it was okay other than the battery life, which was only about 3 hours on standby, which is absolutely horrible. Now, I mean, generally though, I did like this watch, and I definitely liked the build quality of this device. Like, it's portable, right? And yeah, so $19. You didn't think you'd get any cheaper than that, but here I am with a $13 smartwatch. Now, as far as the box, it's just a plain cardboard box. Nothing really to say about that. And it's completely unbranded. I haven't been able to find a brand name anywhere on this watch, so it's probably has multiple brands. So you could probably find this for a bit more expensive than $13 or a bit cheaper than $13. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, so take that off. First thing you notice, it does look a lot better than a U8 watch. It has physical buttons rather than these little capacitive buttons, which I actually like a lot better than capacitive. So take it out. First thing you'll notice is that the band is not rubberized. It is some type of plasticky stuff. Actually, doesn't irritate your wrist after a few hours of usage. Let me move the light a little bit. Maybe that'll help lighting. So yeah, flip it around. First thing you'll notice, well, second thing you'll notice is a camera. This $13 smartwatch actually has a camera that's better than the camera on that old kid's toy, the Spynet video watch. So, we'll come back to that in a minute, though. What else do you get with it? Just a micro USB cable, a pretty short one as well. And then you reach in here, and you wrestle with it for a little while. But eventually you do pull out this user manual, which wasn't even folded up properly when I bought it. So you can see here, just safety warning, clock display, quick start. Usually, the usual stuff that's not even in focus. And that isn't any better. Well, anyway, you know how these work. They tell you how to do things. And they're in very bad English. And it's also in Chinese. So, well, that's good. This is just a gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, the watch itself, it doesn't feel very cheap, actually. It feels pretty nice, actually, I must say. Now, mine did come broken. The little flap that covers up the micro USB cable was actually broken, and I had to pick that out with a paper clip. But other than that, the back comes off eventually. Okay, there we go. Here's the battery. Also, sits surprisingly loose, actually. Kind of scares me a bit once you actually get it in there. It sits very, very loosely. I don't know, just kind of scares me. Of course, it won't go in now, but that's okay, because I actually want to show you what's behind the battery. And that is a micro SD card slot and a slot for a SIM card. Because this doesn't rely solely on Bluetooth to make phone calls. This watch actually does have a slot for a SIM card. Now, of course, you can also connect it to your phone with Bluetooth, but that's what I do with it, because I don't have an extra SIM card. And if I did, why would I want to put it in this watch if, it's just not as reliable as a smartphone. And gee, I cannot get the battery back in. Okay, there's the contacts. That goes there. Come on. Come on. There we go. So yeah, that's literally how loose the battery sits in there. It's pretty, yeah, and there goes, it popped out. So without this back cover on, your battery is pretty much just going to fall out all the time. Okay, well, let's get this back on here, if that is the correct way. Okay, there we go. I'm going to power the watch on now. You just hold down the little home button here. And this watch actually does have a vibrating motor in it as well. You hear it vibrate there. I do have it on silent right now. And I don't know why it said... Oh, you know what? It's because I took the battery out. It now says the wrong time. Well, anyway, it says company mode. Now, you do have a capacitive touchscreen with a resolution that is significantly better than the U8 smartwatch. Capacitive, you can see effortlessly scrolling between pages here. Now, what you have is dialer, pretty much just dial in numbers. If you have this connected to the Bluetooth on your phone, it does sync all your contacts as well. Messaging, yeah, you can actually send text messages on here, and it works fine with Android and iOS, for the record. Phone book, this also is just the contacts again. Call log, that also syncs up to your phone with both Android and iOS. Remote notifier, that does not work because the Bluetooth notifier app that it states here is not available on iOS, and I'm not even sure if it's available on Android anymore. So we're just gonna go back. Remote capture, that doesn't work either. Need the app. File manager, please insert memory card. That's the thing. I had a micro SD card, but I lost it, unfortunately, so I cannot show you the fantastic quality pictures that this thing takes. Image viewer again, insert memory card. So we go over here, we got our settings, phone settings, language, airplane mode, the vibration mode are all fairly simple. Security settings, phone security, I don't really know what that actually does to the phone. Connectivity is empty, call settings not available because I'm not connected to a Bluetooth device, and restore settings. Calendar, I mean, what do you expect? It's a calendar. Whoops. Alarm, yes, you can set alarms. Looks like you can set up to 5 alarms for that. Calculator, you know the deal. What is 2 plus 7? I've always wanted to know that. 9. Amazing. I gotta go back every time. Sound recorder, please insert memory card. I'm sure you know how that works. Now I did actually borrow the micro SD card from a friend's phone at school, and you won't be surprised to hear sound quality not exactly what you'd expect out of a smartphone. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Oh, whoops, I accidentally activated the camera. Okay, well, Bluetooth. You can, it's basically just your Bluetooth settings, stuff like that. Search new device. Camera. Okay, there we go. Now, the problem is with the camera, of course, is that it's mounted over here. So to get a proper picture, you have to hold it like this to have it aim straight. But you can see that the camera does work. It's not the greatest of all cameras, but it definitely, for a $13 smartwatch, I'm not going to complain. Audio player does work if you have your phone connected to Bluetooth. Of course, I don't because it's what's recording this video. Profiles. Whoops. This is basically just like setting it for silent or general or meeting or whatever. I have mine set for meeting just because it makes it absolutely silent, but it still does vibrate. And the vibration motor is actually fairly good, and it's actually pretty quiet as well. Pedometer, I'm sure you know how this works as well. Take steps. Of course, I can't get it to do that now because it's not completely stupid, this thing. So, track how many steps you've taken. Sleep monitor. Now, I haven't tried this out before. My U8 smartwatch had this feature, but of course, by the time I woke up, it would be completely dead. Now, of course, if I hold still, it thinks I'm getting perfect sleep. But of course, if I move it, it'll change. Well, at least it usually does. Yep, there we go. Sleep quality poor now. Hooray. And secondary reminder, I don't know what that is. It never did anything. Quick response, which I'm guessing is a QR code scanner, as it shows there. Oh. No, I guess that is if you want to buy some sort of app or scan something. I don't know, you guys, tell me in the comments what this QR code takes you to, if you feel up to it. Anti-loss. Now, this actually worked perfectly for me. Basically, when it loses connection with your phone, it will vibrate and tell you that it lost its connection. So, say you leave your phone in a restaurant and you walk out the door, and the watch disconnects. It will let you know that it lost its connection. Now, here's where the the SIM card comes in, and that's browser. Of course, it's in flight mode apparently. Um, but yeah, browse the internet on the watch. I can't imagine it being very fast, as I believe this is only a 3G radio inside this watch. Now, Facebook as well. I did not see that coming. To have Facebook on a little watch like this, I can't imagine being a very good experience, however. We also have Twitter and WhatsApp. Of course, now the camera won't focus. Again, just, social media. I can't imagine the experience being very good. Now, what would I say about this watch overall? Pretty much, it's a good deal. If you can find this thing for $13, then I would definitely give it a try, because, I mean, you pay more at McDonald's, So I hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing and review, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.